In this video, we explain that the hands should be back between the shoulder and back elbow at toe touch. We also explain how many of the top 10 batting average leaders in the MLB position their hands back at toe touch. All right, so how far your hands get back is important. There's some wiggle room here. You'll see different players do different things in the pros. But a good rule of thumb is you want your hands to be somewhere behind your shoulder. I mean, closer to the catcher than your shoulder to about where your elbow is. You don't want your hands to be too tight in here when you come to toe touch, and you don't want your hands to be too far back here when you come to toe touch. This is a good rule of thumb. So the reason for that is if you get too far back, you're going to have a tendency to bar that front arm and have too much of a rotational swing, as outside-inside swing. And if your hands are too close in here, it's going to be hard to generate power because having your hands back a little bit gives you some of that forward momentum that supplies power. So where do the top Major League Baseball batting average leaders in 2023 position their hands at toe touch? So if you look at Yandy Diaz, you can see that his hands are just beyond their shoulder, just back behind the back shoulder, way in front of the back elbow. Same thing for Luis Arias. They have their hands closer to the back shoulder, but slightly beyond the back shoulder towards the catcher at toe touch. But then you have guys like Freddie Freeman that have their hands actually back, just in front of their back elbow. So they have their hands further back. Same thing for Bellinger. His hands are back further, closer to his back elbow, but not quite that far back, but almost all the way back to the back shoulder. So our analysis of the top 10 Major League Baseball batting average leaders in 2023 shows that all players have their hands close to their back shoulder, slightly behind the back shoulder, between the back shoulder and the back elbow, somewhere in that range. They have their hand back. So make sure your players get their hands back when they get to toe touch. This is a level 1 skill that we teach to get the players off to a good start and a good position when they start their swing.